Hello, welcome to another Chess.com podcast. Today we're going to look at the end game, which is two bishops versus a king. And this is a one end game for the bishops. Now, I've just played this through on the computer on Fritz, and I'm going to show you the basic principles of the game that I played, and then we'll have another go live and see what the computer plays then. So the first thing you want to do is to get your king into the centre. So I played e2. He played d7, played king f3, played king e6, played king e4, meandering my way up there. Then he played king d6, and I played bishop f4. So I'm just starting to, now I want to get my bishops next to each other in the centre. That's my next objective once my king's happily there. Played king c5, I played bishop d3, king c6, bishop e5, king c5, bishop d4. And now I have this setup where I have my two bishops next to each other and my king behind them. And what this has done is it's really restricted black. The squares that are controlled by these pieces have really restricted black's movement. As we can see, he's going to be stuck in this triangle here at the top, and he plays king to c6. So again, bring my bishops next to each other, and again we've just cemented that he's going to be stuck in these squares, and also given a route for my king to come in by e5. He plays king d6. I think king f5 in the end. King c7, king e6, and you've really got to use your king in this end game. You've got to try and get the opposition and force him into a corner. Plays king b7, I play king d7, and once we've got the king trapped in this triangle, we can really see how, if you get the opposition, you can bully the black king into position, and as soon as you have him on the back rank, then the game's easily won. Like king c6, and he's stuck. King c8 is his only move. Now I don't want to move because I'll lose the opposition here. I don't want to move my king, so I play bishop to f6. And what this has done is it's again it's restricted the squares that black can move into to just these ones here. So he comes to the b8 and then king b6, keeping the opposition. He's got two options, both lead to the same mate, king c8, and then simply bishop to e6, check, forcing him back to the b8 square, then bishop b5, check, forcing him onto the a8 square, and then bishop to d5. And this is the same kind of setup you'll always get when you do the bishop endgames. You'll have one bishop protecting the square next to the king. The colour of the bishop giving the mate will be the same as what the king's on, obviously, and then your white king will be stopping any escape routes. Okay, so let's set this up on Fritz, and we'll have a quick game and see how it goes. Here we are with the same setup. I'm playing white, and like in the last game, the first thing we want to do is to get our king centralised, and then look at bringing the bishops in to restrict black's movement. Once we've restricted black to a square or a triangle, we can clamp down even further and look at gaining the opposition. I like to get my king in front of the bishops here. There is lots of ways to do this end game. Now restricted black, he's got to go over to the corner. We don't want him to escape, so let's cut off the exit route there. It's getting a bit messy. Got to be careful of stalemate. Drop this bishop back. And there we have it. Took a while in that one, 24 moves. Got a bit confused with the only 1 minute time clock ticking away there, but you could see the basic principles. Let's go over that again. If I take that back and I stick on the chess engine here. This is just a normal Fritz 11. Okay, I'm happy with the start there, and also just bringing the bishops up, and then restricting black's movement. So we've made 6 moves. I'm still happy here. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong, and certainly cut black off. So he goes to e8, and I force him into the corner. Still quite happy here. The computer is saying on move 13 that it's an 8 move mate that I missed, which was to bring the bishop down to c7. Like I said, there are quicker ways to do this, but I prefer to have a structured way of playing these end games. So we've cut black off to. He's got to move to the g8 square, and it's a move in 7. But, I must have missed. Actually, I could have done this in 22 moves. And it took me 24. So let's see where I went wrong. That move there, bishop e8. I should have gone to bishop e5. Apparently, that would have been a much stronger move. Let's look at that. Bishop b5. It's a new variation. Oops. Bishop e4. Bishop e5. The king would have been forced, obviously, to come to the h7 or the f8 square. f8 is king f6, getting the opposition, king g8, king g6, king f8. Yeah, this is b6, forcing the king into the corner, and that would have been a much quicker mate. It's always good to play these things here on the computer. It took me 24 moves, but if I played better, these are 21 or 22 move mate. And it's always good to see where you went wrong and to improve. And you have to practice these kind of end games over and over. But when you do, kind of ignore the squiggly lines that Fritz sticks up. Computers don't tend to be able to work out bishop and knight, bishop end games as well as you might expect. You need something like table-based for that. Okay, thank you for watching another Chess.com podcast. I hope you've learnt how to mate with the 2 bishops. If you've got any questions, please email either myself or Eric at the Chess.com website. Goodbye.